Joining us now from Nashville, Republican Tennessee Senator and member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, Marsha Blackburn. Senator, thanks for joining us today. We really appreciate your time. Yes. Kicking things off, long or short, the president says he doesn't care how long this trial is. Your thoughts, as it looks most likely you'll see this happening in the Senate?
Yeah, Molly, I think the thing to say is it is complete. We know the record coming from the House is very incomplete. They've been hung up on this election interference issue. They continue to forget that this was the Obama administration for the 2016 election. So what you will see from the Senate is something that is done complete, that we're not going to leave bits and pieces that are not explored. We are going to be complete in this. If it takes us a while, it takes a while. Yeah. If it is done quickly, it will be done quickly, but we will do it appropriately, properly, and with respect to the American voter.
The president has said he would like to see the whistleblower. He's long argued that the whistleblower's report was false, and he'd presumably like to see the whistleblower answer some questions. What about you?
Hearing from the whistleblower, I think, is important, and also from Adam Schiff's staff, who worked with the whistleblower or coordinated or coached him. We would want to hear that. I think it's also going to be a good thing if we can hear from Joe and Hunter Biden as to what happened there. And when you go back and look at the participation of the Clinton campaign with the dossier, and of course in our hearing with the Inspector General on Wednesday, I touched on Christopher Steele and his being paid by the FBI from 2013 to 2016, then dropped as a trustworthy source, but then continuing to feed information to the FBI 13 more times. Now, how did all of that tie into the dossier? And who was actually paying for the dossier beginning in June of 2016? Those are all questions that, on behalf of the American citizen and on behalf of respect for the institution and the process, we should answer those questions.
Yeah, and that speaks to how sort of the IG report, which of course Michael Horowitz has urged people to go ahead and read at least the executive summary. He calls it a pithy 19 pages, could weave into a potential trial that occurs in the Senate. I mean, it really has been stunning, some of the things that came out of this report. 17 significant errors. FBI personnel fall short. So many basic and fundamental errors were made. I think even as we look towards this Senate potential trial, do you think that you'll be able to get some answers regarding what was revealed here in this IG report, as well as some of the other answers you're seeking?
Molly, I think we will. It is unconscionable that the FBI spied on President Trump. And think about this. That campaign with Trump and Pence was so successful in spite of all this election interference by the FBI. And in spite of the spying and surveilling on U.S. citizens, they were still successful. It is why Donald Trump will win re-election in 2020. But here is what people should be focused on. And I do encourage reading of that executive summary. They can go to my website or my Facebook page and pull it down. Here is what we want to do, is to make certain that we never face this. A president or a candidate of either party, that they never go through this again. It is wrong. It is criminal. We will get to the criminal referrals as we get the Durham report, and that is going to come to us next spring. I will tell you this, it is an exciting time at the Senate Judiciary Committee and cleaning this up to make certain that all of those involved in this chain of intentional misrepresentation, of malicious activity, trying to go in and take down a president, a newly elected but not yet sworn in president, then as president, take this guy down. It is wrong. It should never have happened. And Donald Trump deserves a lot of credit for standing up and fighting against this. You know, the operation should have been called Operation Take Down Trump. But what this points out is to a lot of Tennesseans who I've been talking to since I got home on Thursday, Molly, they will tell you, this is why they elected him. Drain the swamp. Get rid of this incestuous relationship where people in these agencies think they are the ones above the law.
It's been fascinating to see this unfolding. I was wrapping Christmas presents earlier this week, watching the impeachment hearings up on TV, and it looks like there'll be a lot to see in January as well in the Senate. Senator Marsha Blackburn, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Good to be with you. Thank you.